Okay, so we start with CRP, constructive rest movement. Place the sole of your feet on the ground, hip width apart. So the sole of the feet are standing on the ground, hip width apart between the feet. We want the lower back to sink completely into the ground. You can have your hands on your abdomen or hands to the sides. If you feel that you kind of need to arrive more into your body, then hands on the body. And notice how with every exhalation, the body and especially the lower back are sinking down. It's like every exhalation brings some sort of a relief. And a relaxation. And this is the first thing, well, actually the breath, the diaphragmatic breathing was the first thing that we did for the psoas. Today is a psoas muscle class. I will explain what is this muscle in a moment. But this is the first thing that we do for the psoas, and it's releasing it, relaxing it. Soften your face, your jaw, your throat. And feel how this relaxation is going down towards the diaphragm, down to the psoas. If you don't know where it is yet, it's somewhere in the abdomen. You can enjoy, or you can visualize the abdomen releases, the pelvic diaphragm releases, and the feet. הגב התחתון לא נצמד למזרון. הגב שלך לא נצמד למזרון. אתה יכול לעשות גם ככה. לשים את הרגליים ככה והעקבים על הקרקע. Okay, now gently spread your hands to a 90-degree angle. And very slowly start introducing movement to the hips. So the knees are going to move from side to side, but imagine, visualize that it's your hips that are initiating the action. It's like even the two hip bones from the two ascis bones, the two bones from the top where I'm touching. Yeah, these bones are making you move, not your knees. If you're not sure, you can look. These bones, it's like they're making you move. And we start very slowly. We're discovering this movement. Even though some of you are doing it so often here, discover it. Good. And slowly allow this movement to grow and the knees to go lower and lower towards the ground. This is good. If you can, close your eyes. And focus inwards. Don't drop the legs as you take them from one side to the other. Just very slowly. תפריד עוד קצת בין הכפות רגליים. Good. Okay, and now we continue the movement As some of you know very well, the top knee is going to come towards the abdomen, and then the foot will go back to the ground, and the other knee will come towards the abdomen as we continue with the same movement. If you're not sure, you can look. So I'm going to one side, lifting one knee towards the abdomen or the thigh towards the abdomen, then placing the foot back on the ground, and with flow moving to the other side. And then before I make the move to the other side, I place the foot, or as I'm moving to the other side, I'm placing the foot on the ground and lifting the other. So there will always be one foot on the ground. Notice what this action is doing. Maybe something in the lower back, maybe something in the butt, maybe something in the abdomen, the belly. Good. Before you turn to the other side, you place the foot and then you go. We don't want to activate the abdominal muscles too much or hardly at all. Good. Okay, and now we change the action. This time the leg is going to come, it's going to straighten to one side. So instead of taking the knee towards the abdomen, we're going to one side and pushing the heel towards the neighbor. This time the hip is going to be away from the face. We're creating space in the abdomen and pushing through the heel. And then the foot back down, the other side, slowly, without activating the abdominal muscles. Okay, it's important for the psoas. Don't activate the abs. Push through the heel and take the hip away from the face. A lot of space in your trunk. Good. Yes, so the leg stays parallel to the floor and you push through the heel. So we can lengthen the back leg, the sciatic nerve. And it's very gentle and very effective. And you're not trying to reach with the leg up, but you're trying to push it like towards the neighbor, right? Not towards your own face. Yeah, and the hip as far away from the face as possible. Yes. Few more moments. Good. And maybe one or two last ones. And come back to center. Place the sole of your feet on the ground like we started. Bring your pelvis to the center. And allow the lower back to sink down again. Good. And then you can turn to your right hand side. And again, without activating the abdominal muscles, just lift yourself up with your hands. The head will come up last. And we're continuing with a very similar, or maybe I'll explain what's the psoas before. So the psoas is a very big muscle, two muscles. They start in the lower back, all the vertebrae of the lower back, and the last vertebra of the upper back. And they go like this into the inner thigh. So it's a very big muscle, and the job of this muscle is doing this or this. It's a hip flexor, and also other things. And there's many things to say about this muscle. I will not say it, but it's a good thing to work on. But the attitude that we want is not an aggressive one. This is very important to take into this class. Whatever we do, don't do it with aggressive attitude. Okay, the way we started like kneading dough, right? We moved slowly. So this is the attitude. Even once we're doing inversions and strong things, it's not aggressive. Okay, this is very important attitude. Let's take it in if we can. Okay, so feet wider than your hips, very similar still with the warm-up, wider than your hips, and we're going into 90-90. So as I turn to one side, my legs will be in 90-90. And then here the abdomen is a bit engaged, and I keep going. If this is too much on my lower back, just close it a little bit. Close it in, okay? So if you like to visualize muscles, you can visualize what happens to one side and what happens to the other as we move. Or not. It really doesn't matter. It will work anyway. Good. And now add a little twist. So you go back and you have a moment. You're not pushing in the twist, but you have a moment of holding one knee and the floor. Don't push, especially if you feel some sensitivity in the lower back. Instead, open the chest. Okay, and you go to the other side. Some sort of a elongation into a twist, and you keep going. Good. If you want, you can do it with closed eyes. Good. And the next time that you turn to your right, stay there. Align the legs again in 90-90. Take your left hand down, and you can look for a moment. So your right hand down, and if it's possible, also the left. If it's not, then it's okay. Or something like this maybe. This will be good if it's not possible. Okay? And then take your left leg and bring it up and down. So where are the hands? They're just in front of my shin. Yes, this will be easier. Yes, just in front of, it's not pigeon. It's, so the legs were good, and then you'll be here. Oh, yeah, and this leg comes here. What's your name? Paula. I'm Tal. Right. And now keep going. Okay, good. And to the other side. So turn your legs. You have this big 90-90. Don't straighten the back leg. big 90-90. So if you have a 90-90 that looks like this, try and take the legs, I don't know what to say, more towards the back. Okay, so you have a little bit of a twist, and then you go down here. And you move. It's not going to be big or impressive, but it's going to do something good inside. Good. Yes. Okay. And come up. We're going to go into Malasana. If this is not comfortable for you or not doable, then you can have your heels on the blanket or on bricks, or you can take a bigger step between your legs. If it's very easy for you, you can bring your legs closer and also feet parallel. Hands in Namaste, knees apart, and you release in. If it's doable, you can take your hands forward and just relax in. Maybe introduce some gentle movements to release the lower back. לירון, תפרידי עוד בין הברכיים. את יכולה להפריד בין הברכיים? כן. Okay. And from there, walk your hands forward into downward dog. So we're taking the long downward dog. Come forward into a plank for a moment. Make sure that your wrists are just under your shoulders, and then go back into the long downward dog. Before you go in, rotate the shoulders away from the ears and lift the energy up. If you're not sure, you can look. So you come forward a little bit, elbows to the side. You rotate the shoulders and you push the sitting bones up. Push the palms towards the ground. Good. So you push the palms towards the ground. The energy goes up to your sitting bones. Higher up. There's no need to reach with your heels to the ground. Release the head. If you can, press the front thigh against the bone and straighten the knee. Don't think about reaching with anything to the ground. Instead, thinking about lifting the sitting bones up. Where up? To the connection between the wall and ceiling. So diagonally up. Very good. Okay. Inhale. Exhale, come forward into plank. And inhale again into downward dog. So we're going to do this for a moment, few moments, starting with the core muscles. So inhale in the downward dog. Exhale, the abdomen engages, the front thigh is engaged against the bone. We're in plank. Don't allow the hips to sink. Press the palms strongly into the ground. Inhale, elongate into downward dog. Inhalation has quality of elongation. Exhalation, you activate. Keep going with your own breath. Inhaling, nice and long. Exhaling, strong. If it's too much on your wrist, you can do the same thing on your forearms. And of course, when it's too much, you rest. Don't think about it, just rest. This is good. Notice that when you go to downward dog that you don't push it here. Yeah, good. Very good. Okay, go ahead and rest either in downward dog or in Adho Mukha Virasana, child's pose. It's up to you. We have a moment of rest. And come up. Take a brick. If you're in downward dog, go down. Take a brick. Place the brick in between the upper thighs. And we're doing the same thing. This time we're holding a brick. So, downward dog and plank. In the plank, we're holding the brick. In downward dog, it's there, but we don't need to squeeze it or to hold it. Okay? When you come forward, notice it's the thighs that are holding it, not the butt. I don't want to push the brick down as I squeeze it. I want to just hold it with the inner thigh. Activate the inner thigh. This will activate my pelvic diaphragm and my core muscles or abdominal muscles. Okay? So, down dog. You don't think about the squeezing. Coming forward into plank, you're holding the brick, not with the butt. With the inner thigh. This is good. Follow your breath. שימי לב, סיוון, שאת לא שוקעת פה. עכשיו תדחפי למעלה. כן. אפילו עוד קצת פה. מצוין. בסדר? יפה. למעלה. מעולה. Good. Don't squeeze the butt. How do you hold the brick without squeezing the butt? גל, האגן טיפה שוקע מדי. דן, תרים את הראש. תמשיך אותו דבר עם הראש. כן? קשה לך בידיים? כי המרפקים לא ישרים. קשה מאוד. לא התכוונתי, אתה לא ישר. הם לא ישר. Okay, good. Downward dog, take away the brick, or Adho Mukha Virasana, rest fully. Release the hands, the shoulders. If you're very flexible, bring your legs a little bit closer together so they support your lower back. Your lower back should be rounded here. If you're not very flexible, you can take the knees slightly apart or more apart. Okay, come up. Take your bricks to the front of your mat. Make sure that it's the same kind of bricks. Okay, so if you can, you do it from plank. If it's hard, you're going to do it from downward dog. So we're going to take one leg forward, okay, and then back to plank, the other leg forward, back to plank. You can also turn the bricks so they're a bit higher. יהודה יפה מאוד. Good, you're doing really good. מצוין. Okay. Finish with your left leg and find your rest. Adho Mukha Virasana or downward dog. Yeah, it's nice to keep the hands on the bricks. Okay, come up. Similar thing. So, right foot forward. Okay, this time we're going to go halfway up, not all the way to variation of warrior one, halfway up. So we're going to go as we exhale to engage the abdomen. Inhale to get ready. Exhale, we go up. Inhale. What did I do? Okay, exhale, go up. Okay, inhale, go down. Change, and the same thing as you exhale. Okay, if you need to do the breath in a different way, it's fine. If you can do the going up with exhalation, it's good. Michal, bigger step, if you can. Okay. Good. If you can, straighten the back leg as you go up. You can. Very good. Engage the abdomen. Draw your navel in and up. If the breath is confusing, focus on the movement. Forget the breath. It will do the right thing for you. גל, אתה צריך פיסוק יותר גדול אם אתה יכול. יופי. יפה. כי הברך צריכה להיות מעל הקרסול. כן, מעולה. Good. תשאיר את הברך כפופה כל הזמן. Okay. Find or finish with the left leg. Find your rest, whatever you prefer. Come up and see what we're doing next, and then you'll do it. Same thing, another stage. So, right foot forward. Let me do it with the left for a moment. Right foot forward. And then I go up. If I can, I do it as I exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Okay? Exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay? Whenever you're ready, if the breath doesn't go, as I say, do something else. Don't do something else, just let it be. Okay? Downward dog, plank, right leg forward, halfway up, and then lengthening. Stay low with your hips as you lengthen. Yes. Straighten the back leg. If it comes naturally for you, you can look gently up. What do I mean by gently? Don't break the neck. Just look up for the energy of the lengthening. Good. The hips sink as you lengthen. יפה מאוד, תמיר. יופי, רציתי להגיד לך לתקן, תיקנת לבד. אתה אפילו לא יודע מה אולי.
אני יודע, ככה.
כן, יפה. Okay, last one with the left. And you rest. If you're in downward dog, you can also have a little bit of shaking. This could be nice. So what is it? It's not really shaking. It's like moving the heels up and down to release the fascia. So maybe you feel like the skin moving. The skin is moving on the muscles. Okay. You do less jumping, more gentle. All right. So next thing. Same thing. Okay. So coming up, I'm not talking about the breath now. Coming up. Coming up. Reaching. Okay. And am I right? No, I'm wrong. And leaning. So we're going to do this together. I'm going to instruct. We're going to lean to one side. Okay? Let's do it together. Right foot forward, left foot back. Inhale, get ready. Exhale, come up. Inhale, reach. Now, free breath. Okay? Take the right hand on your waist and lean towards the right. Not like, remember the attitude? The attitude is like kneading dough. A little bit of stretching. And then back, going down. Change. Left forward, right back. Keep the back leg straight and stay low. Inhale, get ready. Exhale, come up. Most of you are already up, okay? Reach your arms. Take one hand, take the left hand down and lean to the left. Okay, and down. One more time each leg. So which leg are we stretching? Which hand are we stretching? The hand of the back leg. Then you take one hand down and you stretch the hand of the back leg to the opposite side. This is good. After your second time, you finish with the left, rest in downward dog, or if you need in Adho Mukha Virasana. בדיוק. Very good. If you like the shaking, Bring the shaking. If you're resting in Adho Mukha Virasana, be heavy. Yeah, this is good. Okay. Next thing, let's do it together. Right foot forward, left foot back. This is the last thing here. We're going to change asana after this. Okay? So come with me. Right foot forward, left foot back. Right foot forward, left foot back. Inhale, get ready. Exhale, come up. Inhale, reach. Okay? Now, the right hand is going to go on the right hip. You turn to the right. It's a bit different. You turn to the right. The right will be towards the clock. And then you lean. Yeah? You turn to the right and then you lean to the right a little bit. Make sense in your body? And come back. Okay? Do you want to see it or it was okay? Okay. Other leg. Left. Exhale. Inhale. Take your left left hand down. Turn. So first we have a twist. Turn a little bit towards now the garden, and then you stretch to the side. Very gentle. Engage the abdomen and sit low. Good. Come up. Go down. Rest in downward dog. Don't move to the next one. Rest in downward dog. There should be absolutely, we're going to do it one more time, left and right. There should be absolutely no pain in the lower back. If you have pain in the lower back, you're maybe leaning, either you're leaning too much on the back or you're twisting too much. Or maybe the back leg is not straight. Okay, so let's do it slowly together. Right forward, left back. Inhale, get ready. Exhale, up. Now stay low. Engage the back leg. Reach the arms. Take the right hand to the hip. Turn to the clock, to the Buddha, to the yoga gear room. Oh, okay. Sorry. And now you lean. Just a little bit, stretching to the side. Just a little bit. Sit low with your hip. Good. Back to center and down. Slowly change. Sit low. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Take the left hand. Rotate very gently and then stretch. Sit low. Don't stretch too much. If you have pain in the lower back, you went too far. It's very gentle. Back, down, and rest. Rest, even if you prefer downward dog, rest for a minute in Adho Mukha Virasana. This is for the pelvic diaphragm, for the pelvic floor. Rest the head down, rest the elbows down. Release. Okay, back into downward dog. Downward dog. I lost you. With the bricks, it's nice, yeah. You can have the bricks. Downward dog, release the head. If the bricks are sliding, this is something that can always be nice. You have the tips, you fold the mat and you have the tips of your fingers on the bricks. Okay, and then walk forward and take your mats to the wall with your 2 bricks. If you have your bags against the walls, put them on this table. אפשר, we can have here more, even with this. Okay, for this it's nicer with foam brick. Warrior 2 with the brick. Whoop. Okay, so the brick is in between the shin and the wall. Maybe if your foot is a bit bigger than mine, than this, okay? Then your heel is in one line to the inner arch. And you take a big step as much as your body allows you, but you can have a really big step, maybe, that you have a 90-degree angle here. Okay, this is going to make it easier with the, I think, at least for me, it's going to make it easier with the brick. And then the hands to the side. Now you see the tendency of the body is to go towards this leg, right? It's very clear. I want to take it back to center as much as I understand in my body. And only then for like the last moment, I will look to the left or to the right. Okay? Let's do it. Start with your right. So you have your brick, foam brick, as support. Okay, before you align the upper body, look at your legs. Is your heel in one line to the inner arch? Can you go deeper with the spread? The knee, the right knee should be just above the ankle. Yeah, so maybe you need to take the foot slightly forward. Okay. Okay, now reach the arms to the sides and align your trunk with your pelvis. Don't move to the right. If you have another way of doing it without the hands, it's fine, whatever you need to do. Then you reach both arms. One arm is touching the wall. Look to the right. Engage the front left thigh. Keep the leg straight and active. Nice. Good. Close your eyes and release. Feels good with the brick, no? I like it. Other side. So notice that your foot, the foot with the brick, your foot is straight towards the wall. Yeah? And now you go as low as you can, as low as the body allows you. You take that leg back, and then you bring the hips to center. It's not going to be perfect center, yeah? Trunk to center, chest forward, reach the hands, stay here for a moment, and then look to the right, to your left. Stay low. Notice your lower back. Draw your navel in and up. Sit low. Yes. Close your eyes. Strong legs. Deep breath. This is good. And release. Okay, take your 2 bricks, place them against the wall. It can be your cork as well. And you take your heels on the wall in downward dog. So your feet are on the bricks, your heels are on the wall. Notice your shoulders, don't sink in the shoulders. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears. Push the sitting bones up. Release the head. Good. Stay here. You have longer legs now. Press the front thigh against the bone. מיכל, תצעדי צעד קטן עם הידיים קדימה. יפה. Good. Okay. And release, rest down. Just for a moment. And then you're going to go up. You're going to go up into downward dog and take one leg up, place the toes, tuck the toes in on the wall, square the hips. Okay, which leg? We'll start with the right. So legs are on the bricks, same thing. Take the leg just a little bit close to the abdomen and then straighten it. Yes. Tuck the toes in, square your hips. This is good. Square your hips, release the head. Now lengthen your left side without rotating the hips. Good. Very good. Yes. יופי, תיקנת יפה. ככה. Long arms, strong arms, long right leg, long left leg. Very nice. And release. Okay, other side. Left thigh towards you, lengthen the leg, tuck the toes under, square your hips. It's very good. So you tuck the toes, yeah. דן, קח את הידיים, כן, לא צריכה לדבר. Lengthen this a little bit higher. Good. Good. And release. Rest down, all the way down. Heavy hands, Adho Mukha Virasana. Or if you prefer to rest in another way, go ahead. Okay. Next thing is L-shaped handstand. So, do I need to show it? I'll show it. About one leg distance off the wall, I'm turning. My hands are gonna come a little bit more forward than my legs, and I'm gonna go up. Okay? So, this is actually, well, it's for many things, but it's also for the diaphragm. The diaphragm and the psoas are very tightly related. And as we're turning upside down, we have all the inner organs on the diaphragm. And it's a good thing. It releases the diaphragm. So this is what you can focus this time. Yeah, we focus many times on the hands, on the legs, on the core. But here you can focus on, so you can imagine what is this diaphragm. This is this muscle that looks like this parachute, yeah, here. And imagine your belly, the inside of your belly, sitting on it in a very healthy way, yeah? Sitting on it, and there is this vacuum. You say this vacuum in English? Vacuum feeling in the abdomen. You say vacuum in English? It's an English word, but do you use it? It's okay, vacuum, yeah. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so do it short, don't stay very long, 5-6 times short. Okay, you go up, you have this vacuum feeling. I don't want to exhaust your hands. Do you say exhaust? I lost my English. Exhaust. Okay. תשחררי את הראש, את עושה את זה. Release the head once you're up. Yes. שחררי את הראש. עכשיו זה מיכל. סיוון, את צריכה לקחת את הידיים טיפה קדימה, כי יש לך יותר מדי קשת בגוף. It's better to have a wider angle than 90, so the lower back can lengthen.
Is that good or it's too far?
Legs just a little bit lower. Just a little bit lower. This is good. The back is very good here. אולי תעשה על המרפקים? רוצה לנסות?
לא, בסדר.
אוקיי. הופ, יפה. בוא נדע, אני רק מתקרבת אליך, אתה תקן.
נבהל.
אתה נבהל. יופי, שחררי את הראש. If 3 times is enough, it's enough. Rest. After you're done, rest down. נשאר את המרפקים. יופי. Do you have this feeling of the inner organs on the... The what? The wrist. But you can do also on your forearms. Or if you're done, you're done. Are you done? Done. Okay, good. Slowly, slowly stand up. Take your time. Take one brick. Tadasana. Place the brick between your inner thighs. Rotate the thighs inward. Really roll the shoulders back. Stretch the fingers down. Look forward. Make sure that you're not squeezing your butt. Bring the weight of the body more towards the heels than the toes. Good. You can close your eyes, elongate through the base of your skull. This will slightly take your chin in. פנימה את הסנטר טיפה, טיפה, טיפה. להאריך עוד. קשה? כאילו לעשות קצת ככה, תראה תמיד? קצת ככה. לא? כן, בדיוק. Good. Reach your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. The arms are apart. Sitting bones down to the heels. Feel that you're taking the rib cage. We're doing this a lot. You're taking the rib cage off the lower back with your hands. The psoas muscle that we talked about lengthens. Thoracic diaphragm lengthens. בעונות למטה, ולא להישען על הגב התחתון. קצת יותר קדימה, כן, קצת. Good. Notice that you're lifting the hands not from the shoulders, but from the middle back. So it's not very hard on the hands. And you can imagine, visualize that you bring strength to the hands from the legs. Okay, good. And release. Okay. Take your mats to the center of the room again. Sit in Sukhasana, your 2 bricks in front of you. This time, don't sit on any elevation. So you have your a square seated position in front of you. So your shins are parallel to the pelvis, and the knees are in one line with your hips. And we're going to do both sides. Okay? So if you're sitting a little bit like this, it's not it. Yeah? It's not it. It's going to hurt also. Yeah, you take your legs forward. Okay. Take your 2 bricks and slide as much as your body allows you to slide. What you're thinking about is not the down, but the forward. Think about lengthening, that you want to lengthen your butt muscles. It's not that you want to reach the floor. Elongate the back of your neck. Don't go too low. Be in a place that you can stay. If you went too far, you just retreat back a little bit. Release the head. You're still thinking about the forward. Okay, come up. Still legs in the same way. Rotate by taking your left hand on your right knee, tip of the fingers, just tips of the fingers behind you, and open your chest, lengthen. If it's very hard to open your chest, lean back a little bit. Maybe you do it naturally. Okay? What we're thinking about now is rotating from the rib cage, not from the lower back, not from the neck. Now your hand is on the knee, and you take your right hand into a side stretch. So you're stretching towards me now. Yes. So a twist and a stretch. Well, half of you are stretching towards me. Okay. Good. Back up and to the other side. First, we focus on rotating, turning from the center of the back, from the thoracic spine. Just the tips of the fingers behind the back, creating length. Grab your knee and stretch to the side. Chest is open. Come back up. Change the way you cross your legs. שכחת לזה או שבכוונה לא? Okay. And come down. Same thing. Thinking about length. Make sure that your bricks are far enough between them so the chest stays open, even wider than your chest if you feel like it. Feel the butt, and maybe you can also aim the breath towards the butt. See if it feels good and if it makes sense. The butt muscles I'm talking about. Last moment. And then very slowly come up. We're going to do the exact same thing that we did a moment ago. Okay? So you twist. You think about this part to twist. If you want to check yourself, you can also not twist with your head. So keep the neck just above the chest. And then you can feel that it's really coming from the chest. And then a side stretch with the twist. So you open, you keep opening the chest towards the ceiling. Maybe it's hard to breathe here. If you don't want to grab the knee, you want to lean against the thigh, it's up to you, whatever feels better. Back up and with flow to the other side. Maybe also here not taking the head back, just rotating from the chest. And into a side stretch. Side stretch with a twist. Good. Come up. And Baddha Konasana, last seated forward bend or fold. Same thing. Go down, feet together. If it's too hard for you to go down, just stay here or maybe even round your back. It's fine. And you're thinking about forward, not down. If you're in the forward fold and it's hard, come up and you can maybe push your knees gently or do something without the rounded back. כזה. Okay, and come up. So, two last asanas. Yeah, this one first. Last restorative asanas. If this will be too much for you, I will show you this one. If this will be too much for you, you will do that one. Can you see? Yeah, either this or that. So what you need to do before you go down is to grab the brick. You see how I'm grabbing it? Otherwise, it will fall. So you grab the brick and you place it here. It's just behind the base of the sternum. What's the base of the sternum? Is where the ribs meet for the last time. This part behind it, this is vertebra T7, T6. This is where you're going to meet the brick, the first brick. Then the other one is going to be at the base of the skull. Okay? Then tuck your tailbone in and place the pelvis down again. Straighten your legs. Open the chest. If this is too much for you, how you know it's too much? You don't like it. Yeah? It's too much. You need to really like it. Maybe yesterday it was good, today it's not good. Don't worry about it. Just change. Then brick like this. תמיר, הבלוק לא במקום. Make sure that the bricks don't go too low. If they go too low, you will not have a chest opening, just a lower back pain. הפוך. עכשיו נחמד. This should feel good. If it doesn't, maybe the brick is not in the right place. גל, תקום. הבלוק יכול להיות יותר גבוה. בוא נראה. לא, עוד לא. If you need my help, let me know if you're not sure. The brake should go a little bit higher. Up. How is it? Good. בסדר? כזה, תשמעי, הבלוקים האלה הם אכזריים. תרימי עוד קצת. זה טוב? אם לא, את יכולה עוד אפילו להעלות אותו. נוח לך? נעים? כי אפשר להוריד את הבלוק טיפה יותר למטה. יותר או פחות? פחות. אז תחזיר. כן. אני לא מרגישה כלום. זה אמור לפתוח את החזה ממש. אז בוא נשים יותר נמוך. אז בואי עוד קצת. אוקיי? כן. אוקיי. אני יכולה לקחת את הידיים בצדדים. אוקיי. Last moment in the asana, you're going to need to do it very gently, not to fall. Lengthen the hands overhead. So legs together. Think about the Tadasana that we did. And you lengthen the hands overhead. Don't try and reach to the ground behind you. Try and reach to the wall behind you. Legs together, thighs rotated in. Push the heels forward. Okay, release. Next restorative asana before Shavasana is this. So slowly come forward. You're gonna need two bolsters. I'm sorry for not saying before. So let me show you and then you can go. This is not a brick. One bolster will be in between your thighs. Okay, this is a restorative Adho Mukha Virasana. This is also for the psoas. One bolster is in between, wedged in between your thighs. The other one will touch your abdomen. Okay, so it really needs to touch your abdomen. Then you take your fists and you push it down. As you do it, it's not just for the bolster, it's also for your lower back, for the psoas. So this. And then you go down. And then you enjoy life. You can also stay there for Shavasana, yes. But you need to change the head, the position of the head. Usually one is not enough. One is not enough because we want the abdomen to be fully supported. What? We don't need the bricks. קחי עוד אחד. אפילו שאת גמישה, התמיכה הזאת טובה. Do the thing with the fist. This will lengthen your lower back. Yeah. The butt is on the heels. אחורה. יותר נחמד, לא? The butt is on the heels. If you feel that you need another bolster, don't get up. Let me know. I'll get you another one. דן, אני מביאה לך עוד אחד. עוד אחד. כן. עוד אחד? The belly should be supported. The lower back is supported. Take your sitting bones down. If they don't want to go down, let's do this. So you go back a little bit. Yeah, and now do it. No. But it feels good. Do you want an additional bolster? You want to try? You feel relaxed? Okay. Yeah, but it's okay. Now, this asana is a chest opener. Think about it like this. Take your elbows more towards the sides. And allow the chest to sink to the bolsters. Change the position of your head. הגב פה יכול להרפות? If you want to stay here as Shavasana, go ahead and stay. If you want to take a quick Shavasana, arrange it. איתמר בקים מאוד מצטער. רוצה גם. back into your body. Take a deep breath and exhale all the way out. Gently move your toes, your fingers. If you're in Adho Mukha Virasana on the bolsters, very slowly go into downward dog. Very slowly. This is important for the knees. And if you're in Shavasana, hug your knees in, one leg at a time. If you want, you can massage your lower back a bit. And once you're ready, find your way into seated. Take your time. And once you're sitting, sit up tall. Take a moment of presence. Mantra Om. Inhale deeply. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your palms to Namaste at the base of the sternum. Lift it up. Shoulders back and down. Gently bow the head down with gratitude towards your physical body and towards other good things. Thank you. If you have any questions about what we did, about yourself, you're very welcome to ask. And see you Monday.